Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a Thoth tarot deck that I got. It's an Aleister Crowley deck as my tarot. But I'm going to do something a little different today. Typically, we focus on happiness, light, and love in honor of all those out there who are going through a hard time with their spiritual awakening right now. All of those out there who have questions about their spiritual awakening and whether or not it's really happening, whether or not they have gifts, and whether or not they truly are partnering with divinity as prophesied. I'm going to answer those questions. If you're here, you're meant to be, because these questions that you're asking yourself are coming from a very, very soulful place. And I believe that sorrow is just as important to feel as hope and love. Because if you do not know sorrow, how do you know peace? How do you know the brightest light? If you don't know sorrow in its truest form, losing a child, any kind of confirmation that you get while you're on this channel, a confirmation will be a synchronicity, such as I say something that lines up with what's going on in your life, or it has something to do with a cross watcher. Okay, so Spirit, let's get started. I'm going to cut the deck. Shuffle 3 times and cut the deck. Cut the deck. I'm sorry. Oh, that Empress wanted to come right out. Do y'all see that? As soon as I'm trying to cut the deck, I'm going to take it. A lot of people would say no, but I listen. I listen. All right. Spirit. Ooh, sorry about that. Tell me what you want us to know. This Empress energy right here. This is important. This Empress energy is very important. It's extremely potent right now. With spring comes a lot of things that grow and prosper, right? Right here, she's got 2 eclipses. She's got an eclipse, which is going on right now, by the way. The sun and the moon have been relatively in the same space for the last few days, which has caused hybrid eclipses, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, and if you look real close right here and right here, both of those, we are right in the middle of a hybrid eclipse portal, basically. Once you start to understand energy, you understand that the moon has a 28-day cycle. Our bodies link up with it as women and as light workers. There is the Mayan calendar that we should all be focused on, because it is the energy behind every single solar plasma that comes from the central sun. This is a lot of things that is hard to explain, that once you have followed my channel for a while, you begin to understand, because my other gift is to channel the higher ups and bring it down in translation in a way that you and I understand, on a way that is basically in a layman's terms for us laymen's. But I want you to know that Empress energy has been thick lately, and even if you don't and can't, right now you're going through a transformation. The dark night of the soul, every saint, every prophet, every hero, every scientist, every philosopher, they've all gone through it. Numerology is extremely important in life. I'm going to say that from here on out, if you're looking for signs and synchronicities, Spirit will give it to you. All you have to do is ask by stopping, taking a deep breath in, closing your eyes, and then opening them and looking around for your confirmation. The more you do this and take your signs that they give you without any question, the more they will come through. And the more you come through, the more you will get confirmations. They will talk to you through numbers. So if you see the number 3, I want you to focus, because that number 3 is there because there is a spirit guide trying to explain something to you. You'll see it in triple numbers. You'll see 212 or 313 or 333 or 444 at the same time every day. Like 1111 is a huge one. And it's also very essential in my life, which is part of a numeric coding that you will get from your spirit guides. And they come through so thick once you begin that you can understand what they're saying just by looking around. And then the more, oh, that's one jumped. The Emperor. Look at this. The Emperor just came out. Yeah, we are going through a balance, okay? Look, he's sitting in between the portals as well. They're looking right at each other. We're going through a process of balance and focusing and understanding that it's not actually our other half that we need. It is the balance in ourself that is what will balance the exterior. Once you balance your poles, your yin, your yang, your positive and your negative, the charge in your field, that you understand that this body is a jacket and that the soul is not contained within, that the body is actually contained in the soul, that your auric field is so expansive that you actually have a very large cache and Akashic record of information that you can tap into. There are a lot of CIA files that have been released recently that are proof of astral projection, spiritual spy work. I want you to start taking a deep breath in every morning and cloaking your entire body in a massive ball of white light. Pretend it is so white that not only can you not see out, but no one can get in. We have proven through scientific method that light can hide things, and light will bend around things, which will make things look like it's not there. Use your cloak, use your abilities, use your ability as a light worker to cloak yourself in light so that you can start protecting yourself from any negative energies that you may be having haunt you. Stop letting yourself be haunted at night. All I can see is energy coming through that does not, oh, see, the cards just both fell. Sorry about that. I had to come in here into a different room and set this up, and I wasn't used to the cardboarding in it. Okay, so I'm trying to do tricks to keep it set. But real quick, I'm gonna pull a card from my Angelarium deck. It's not exactly what you would call it's a wonderful deck. I love this deck. It's Oracle of Emanations. It's by Eli Minaya and Peter Morabacher, I guess. And I'm not getting any promotion for, talking about it. I love this deck because it is so realistic. Okay. Now, please let us know, for our masculine and feminine light workers out there, the energy is fluid. It does not matter if you're male or female. All it matters is if the energy is coming through. Before we come here, our soul has no gender. Before we come here into this physical form, we choose whether we want to be a male or a female. You must understand, for some reason, this is coming through, this message. As parents, we don't get to decide our children. They choose us because they know that we can handle anything that we can have thrown at us by our children, because they have a path that must be lit up on their own terms. And the better we understand this as parents, the better we understand and can let go of any notion of sexuality, gender, marriage type. I'm not political. That is not what this is about. That is not what this message is. I'm not sure what this message is about. I just know it's meant to be heard. And I hope it's heard by who it's meant to be heard by, because the love coming through is so strong. But the darkness coming with it is also just as potent. And it's so important to know that we... Oh, your card just jumped out. She said the right hand of empathy. See, this is your energy. You would help and you love and you raise and you're there for them. But the only way that we can be who we truly are in our lifetime is to know that we have done and are doing and are on the right path and are doing the best we can, no matter what is thrown at us. Look at her. She is holding the moon in her arms while standing very firm. And she's also holding a cloak around her to protect her. But she is standing in the light. We are given these things, and we are given this, as light workers, and as, we're given massive, we're handed a lot. We have to deal with a lot of pain. A lot of our childhoods have been messed up, and a lot of our paths have been very painful, but that brought us to this moment. What that moment means is for us to awaken and hold everything that we've learned extremely dear to our heart and soul, while also allowing ourselves to expand further with no self-doubt or don't be down on yourself, because the decisions that you made, either way, didn't matter. That's the secret in life. We choose our paths long before we get here. We're just made to forget. Please, don't let the path that is ahead of you, don't let this get to you this time. You can do this. You can pull out of it. You always will. Whoever needs this message, this is for you. And I'm going to end it right there, because this is a lot coming through, and I will be on later and I will read more. If this is meant for someone now, hopefully it comes through, and if not, may you please get it from the highest possible timeline in your highest possible life, and may you be at peace, light, and love. Thank you so much for being here. Goodbye.